His defense, and well, I should start over. It's Coach Ash's defense.
Sure.
You know, Coach Ash is obviously a great defensive mind and has unbelievable thoughts. And then Coach Neiman's the one that's putting it all together and calling the defense. And I'm just there to kind of assist any way I can. And I don't know how much you guys have been at practice and stuff. I like to kind of run around and do some of that stuff. So I think there's a good balance of him being the brains and maybe me being the bronze a little bit behind things.
Is it safe to say most of your scheming is with the back four, the defensive backfield?
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff together. So we're all together. I think some of the value I can add maybe is being in the lead to say, hey, we did this at my previous stop against this team and it was beneficial. Why don't we look at doing that? Hey, that's a good idea. Let's look at doing that sort of thing. But we're in there as a full staff together, kind of hammering things out together.
Coach, can you talk about that strong safety competition, what that's looking like between Damon and Kai?
Yeah, they're both, really, they're all doing a great job. It's been, in my 16 years of coaching or whatever, this has maybe been the most fun camp I've had. Just those are older guys that have played some football that are really enjoying each other and having fun, and they're competing. They know it's a competition, and they're going to play. You know, the beauty about Damon is he's got some unique skills moving over from corner that can help cover guys. The unique thing about Kai Hester is he's a very smart football player who can play a lot of different positions. So it'll be exciting to get all of those guys and let them all play a lot of football. Because at the end of the day, we've got to stay fresh. We're going to be in a lot of, we're no different than the last school I was at. We're going to be in a ton of one-possession games in the fourth quarter. And if a guy plays, 70 snaps going into the fourth quarter, it's tough to make that one-on-one play at the end of the game.
How about, over free safety with Saquon, obvious the starter, but what's the depth there look like?
No, so we moved Tim Barrow from corner over, and Tim's done a great job. He really has. He's learning every day. I spend more time. He's a part of my family right now. We're meeting overdrive, trying to get him ready to go, and he's done a great job. He's got a ways to go to just feel comfortable there because it is new. And I think in the pass game he's in good shape. It's more some of the run fits and just understanding exactly where and how he fits and how the big scheme fits together. But we got time. We're pushing him along.
So you think he'll be playing in the first couple of games?
I hope so. Yeah, you would hope so. You hope to go into a game with two deep and keep guys fresh. Again, you guys have been here a lot longer than I, and you see kind of at the end of the year we get worn down. I remember talking to Coach Ash, and it was guys pulling guys out of the stands to play safety for him last year at times. So we got to have a bunch of guys ready to go.
Speaking about Hampton, Chris talked about early in his career that he sees NFL potential in him. Obviously, he needs to put it together from an injury-free standpoint. But do you see that type of potential?
I do.
Next level?
I do. I mean, he's got a great understanding of the game, and what Saquon Hampton's doing right now is he's being a pro right now. He's being an NFL guy, and what I mean by that, the way he's preparing his body to hopefully stay injury-free, the way he's studying the game, the way he's practicing, whether it's a walkthrough in the evening as far as being in a good stance and using the difference and those sorts of things. And it's going to give him an opportunity to go play at that next level for sure.
Coach, the young guys like Mickens and Izzy, how have they fared so far?
They've done good. They were getting a ton of reps early, and we've kind of scaled back a little bit, just trying now to get more so of a two deep ready to go. They've got a bright future. How much will they play right now? It's kind of remain to be seen. Hopefully we can stay healthy, and we don't need those guys. We can let those guys develop and be great players in 4 to 5 years from now.
With Damon making the transition, what's been the hardest, and I guess what's come most natural for him?
Playing man-to-man. When he's playing man-to-man coverage, he's comfortable, he's natural, he understands a route progression and how a wide receiver is going to stem you to get leverage to run certain routes, and he can use that to his advantage. That's been the biggest thing. He's always putting himself in position to make plays on the ball because of that.
How about what's he had to work on? What's been challenging for him?
Yeah, I think his patience in the run game, because sometimes playing a second-level defender as a safety, you're not just running down there trying to make a tackle at the line of scrimmage. You have to have patience and put yourself in position that when the ball does break, you can save a touchdown and make that tackle. And I think that's been the biggest thing, is just understanding some of the patience and getting to his run fit.
know a little bit more on Hampton. You
Yeah.
mentioned his skill, obviously. How about the leadership role that he plays on this team and with this group?
He's been unbelievable, the way he has personally attacked things, and then how he's done. It started just in our group of being the leader in our group to get guys going, and now it's kind of festering over into the unit. And I think he's got some goals, personal goals, and some team goals. I mean, I don't know how long you guys have been covering Rutgers. He's been through some coaches. He's been through a lot of changes. He got thrust into the fire as a young man and seen a lot and done a lot of things. And I think he's got a lot of pride in Rutgers football and himself and where he's at. And he's got some goals that he wants for him individually and his football team his senior year. And he's really done a great job of, relaying that to guys that, hey, this is what we're going to try and do this year. This is why.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.